Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes and Timber Alpha Commandos Deluxe Pack. As you can see here, it comes in a wider display box we're used to seeing from the basic figures. You can see everything pretty much you get: Snake Eyes, Timber, and the accessories. We have the nice artwork there on the bottom right. Looks great. G.I. Joe logo at the bottom. On the back of the packaging has that fantastic artwork you're used to seeing from the basic boxes, but it's a kind of an extended version. It has a larger spread out. You can see here on this side versus the larger one. I definitely get a bigger image. Gung ho's thrown in right here, and the smaller stuff is a little bit more visible, which is pretty cool. Top of the box. Not much to see. This is number 30 in the line. Side of the box, we have that very nice artwork of SnakeEyes at the top. It's kind of dark, but then you have this snake kind of looking image. Then you have Timber at the bottom. Here on the side here, we have those symbols, which we don't have a key code for yet, which I thought they would have dropped out by now. We should have known what those mean. It's kind of like maybe like a stat system. I guess we'll find out eventually in the future. The bottom of the box, got the UPC. That helps you guys at all track this down. Man, I waited forever for this to come in the mail. It took, better than 6 months to finally get one. Then I'm getting a little of a ripped box here, which is, unfortunate on both sides. But I guess it's worth waiting for if that's what I, had to take. But, kind of a little upset about it, I guess, but I'll get over it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take Snake Eyes and Timber out the box and see how cool they really are. Here's what the backdrop looks like. You could use it maybe for displays if you, don't keep the outer package. It's pretty cool. In the bottom box, you get this little insert, which I think comes with them. It's all the figures, regardless of scale. But it's included, so I'll just show it to you. Alright, so here he is outside the packaging. The man, the legend, Snake Eyes himself. He's one of the original 13 Joes. This is pretty cool. This is pretty much a lot of black. I want to say that the vest is kind of a different shade of black versus the body. But I'm not sure how well it's going to come across. Maybe a little gray thrown into it to lighten it up. I'm not totally sure. But here's the head sculpt. This is the Commando version of Snake Eyes. He does have his visor here. This is kind of like, the look you have when he finds Timber. I think it was Commando in the series. He has a strap here. It's all sculpted. A lot of the details there, but it's just a lot of black. It's just clashing. Nice visor. He does have some holes here in his mouth guard. He has a vest that's removable. A lot of sculpt work. Very cool. If you remember that backdrop, here's that little star right here. Take that on a grenade. So I'll try to do my best to get you close as I can so you can see all the sculpt work and the aesthetics of the figure because of all the black. It has a nice texture to it when you touch like the entire figure. Like the arms. There's some pouches here on his shoulder. Basically has like the beachhead type shirt. The back of the figure. So all that sculpt work. He does have a peg hole on his back. Don't think he has anything to utilize that hole, but no sword sleeve or nothing. But this is the Commander version, so you probably wouldn't have this sword. It's mostly for the other version, the visor version of Snake Eyes. A lot of sculpting. He does have a pouch here on the side. So you have a gun holster here that's kind of pushed upward. Probably from being in the packaging. So we'll just pull that down a little bit. Pretty nice. And on this side he has it's like a blade sleeve. Knee pads. The knee pads are actually a darker black. Unlike the shin guards here on his boots. Are definitely darker. So I'll take like a 360 look at Snake Eyes. And he's really cool. Wonder if you guys are still waiting for your Snake Eyes and Timber. They're starting to, be released. Since, man, I can't believe how long it took. Got this right before Christmas of 2021. If you're watching this video in the future. But it was definitely worth the wait. The timber is amazing sculpt. These are pretty cool. All the sculpting. Pouches there and pockets on the back of his pants there. And I think these thigh pad is removable. You can slide them down the leg. Top of his head. Bottom of his feet just have 2 peg holes. There is some small print there on the 1 foot. But he's really cool. So for the overall articulation of Snake Eyes, let's see, he has a little bit down. We have some up. A little bit down. I'm moving back to stationary, but there's a tad. There's some side 360 obviously on a ball joint all the way around. 360 on his arms all the way around. They've raised up about that much until these pads hit his shoulders. He has a upper bicep rotation of 360 here. He has double jointed elbows, which gives you way better than 90 degrees on both arms, which is fantastic. For his wrist, they rotate 360, and then they have the in and out on this one. So that'll be great for his weapons. And because the elbows will complement the overall articulation. Oh, great. We do have a up and down on this wrist. Sometimes we do just get the same one, but this is really cool. That's great. That's perfect that we have that. I guess I'm pretty sure there's some chest articulation, but you got to take off the vest, which I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that for you guys to discover. We do have a 360 waist swivel. It's kind of tight because of his vest, but it's there. You can see it will rotate. I'm betting you can get some side to side and maybe some ab crunches or back and forth if the vest wasn't on. For the legs, we do get a split. More on this leg because of this thigh pad. You'd have to remove it for that way. And this way, this leg pretty much is his backside. And I'd be conservative with these. So he does have thigh cuts here. Right there, it's kind of stiff. Double jointed knees. Looking great. Feet do pivot down. Back to stationary. Rotation. Oh, we do have rotation here to boot. 360 it looks like. So that's good. Very stiff. And then you can get the side on Snake Eyes on his feet. You could work that around if you like. But I tend to not like do that too much. It feels weird to me when I do that. Don't want to break the figure at all, but it's there if you want that option. Kind of like a rat. It feels like there's like a soft ratcheting in that arm, but this one's more free flowing. It kind of like right to there, and then you can hear one ratchet, but this one's like a So sure if that's something going on. One of these have those pull down legs. Doesn't seem to. The barbecue had a way you pull down the leg, pull up the joint out, and make the legs. Just how well he sits. But it seemed to be okay. It's really nice. With the new sculpts, new figures, now we have the 1/12 scale. I'm always looking for potential breaks because there's always those areas like our classic figures or modern figures that are a flaw in the design. So I'm always looking out for that stuff because we don't want to break our figures because they're so hard to find and you wait forever to get stuff anymore. Everybody's pre-ordering these things like crazy. All classified stuff is pretty much pre-order sold out most of the time, except for barbecue for some reason. I don't know why that is. So if you want barbecue, he's available on Target.com. Alright, so since this is Commandos, Snake Eyes, he's less more known for his submachine gun. And here it is. And I'm going to say these are sculpted really, really nice. The clip does not come out. This is one solid black piece of plastic. Looks really good. It's pretty realistic for what you're going to get. Really nice. I guess here we have like his, I don't know, it's kind of a, maybe an MP5 maybe. Oh, we have a removable clip on that one. That's cool. It's cool, but it can get lost, so guys be careful. Don't lose your clips. And it can come out pretty, I mean, it's not loose, but it can definitely fall out in play. So just be knowledgeable of that. So an assault rifle type here is just, I don't know, it's just one of those Hasbro Nerf guns. Not a big fan of this. I'm not sure what's going on here or what the purpose is. It's a type of an advanced grip. Not sure. We do have a removable clip also, so that's really cool. So it gives us some extra play value there. That kind of snaps in a little stiffer than the other one. Pretty nice. That's a pretty large stock. And we have SnakeEyes pistol. Like the sculpt, some teething here on the bottom, if you can see that. Clip in the bottom, extended clip. Does not remove. That would have been quite small if it did. And here we have a silencer for his weapon. I'm curious to see how many of those weapons did you utilize the silenced feature. We'll be taking a look at here in a second. And then last is a pretty cool design. It's a little warped. I do like the gunmetal blade. It's a very softer plastic. It's a little shaded there. I like how it kind of catches the light. It's really, really cool. I like the style of that handle. It's a curvature handle. Pretty nice. So I guess we'll start off by taking a look at the overall knife. It does fit in his sleeve nicely, a little snug. Hope we don't get any paint rubs, but that's how that looks. It's very nice. Your SnakeEyes holding his knife. Obviously with those wrist articulation in the elbow, you can get some pretty cool poses. He holds it really good. Nice and firm. Alright, for silencer check 1, it does fit his pistol. Looks really cool. Okay, that's hold the pistol really nice. His finger goes into the trigger guard. Looks cool. Now obviously, maybe, no, you can't put the silencer in the holster. You have to remove it, and then there's a place here on the side that you can put the silencer. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, here's a pistol, and the belt kind of gets in the way a little bit, so you gotta angle it. Fits really nice, protrudes through the bottom there, and then you can take your silencer and stick it through this hole. That's really tight. So for silencer check 2, does not fit on the assault rifle. For this MP5 style type of weapon, it does not have the ability to hold the silencer. If you notice, these two, the assault rifle and the MP5 style, they are drilled out barrels. It's really cool. So for the submachine gun here, he does have the ability to attach the silencer. So you get 2 out of the 4 that can carry the or attach the silencer to the weapon. And here he's holding both of these submachine gun type of weapons. It's pretty cool. This hand here is a little harder to get that finger into that trigger guard, but you can get it if you work at it. As for the assault rifle, he can hold it with 2 hands, no problem. If you want to do like guard duty or something. Alright, so let's take a look at Timber. This is a fantastic looking sculpt. Love the eyes. I'm not digging the battle damage though. I can get done without that. I mean, that's just, I don't know, it's kind of overkill. I mean, it's such a beautiful sculpt, beautifully painted figure. It does what you need. The battle damage. Timberwolves don't have the battle damage from the cartoon. The fur is painted fantastically. And he's loaded with accessories. We have the grays, the light browns, almost like an off-white color, dirty white. Several shades of gray, maybe a little touch of black here and there. But he looks really beautiful. His feet, his black pads, like a real dog or a wolf, are painted on his feet. That's a great touch. So for articulation, his head is articulated. You can rotate it 360 if you want a Psycho Timber, Scare Off Cobra. Not too much. It does move around. You get that you can do side to side on him, but not too. A little bit up, a bit down. Then we have articulation here at the base of the neck. I think this joint is more of an up and down. And then obviously each articulation spot is going to complement each other. So if you adjust all of them at the same time, you can get a lot of different poses. Here we have like a waist, we're going to call it, I guess. Articulation, very stiff. It looks like it would rotate 360 if you wanted it to, but I'm not going to force it too much. So I have no desire to do that. His tails, I'll take it right here so he can go up pretty far and then down. And it is definitely able to spin 360, but we're very careful with that joint. That's a small joint. His legs, front legs, can't go up that much. Both front legs, I should say, is on the same articulated. So we'll just do the one for the both, and then back. We have a little bit out, in and out. It's a shorter joint here. We have articulation here. You can bend his leg. Nothing back because it's a piece of further. And that does rotate 360. Then we have articulation here. It's called his ankle. A little bit back. Forward. And then let's see, we have a joint here. Rotates 360. So it kind of exposed right there. So it looks like you can, yeah. So it goes up and back. Very small joint though, so be careful. The rear legs, he can kick back. Well, he can do 360, so I guess we don't need to do any more than that. Good job, Timber. Just put his leg like that. 360 here. And we can bend it back like that. Here it has that piece in the back, so you can't go backwards, but you can go forward. And the same for the paw as the front one. Very nice. A lot of articulation for Timber. This is probably the most articulated Timber that we've ever seen, even in 1/18 scale. Even though these are 1/12 scale. He's absolutely a beautiful figure. He does come with an alternate head choice for you. That is painted beautifully. The teeth, painted white. The interior of the mouth is pink. He's snarling, ready to attack. His eyes are cringe. Nicely painted. I was kind of curious if they followed through with the scarring. They kind of did, I guess. Now that scar thing over the eye, regardless if it's people or animal, that's kind of done and overdone. Is done with it. They do that. They've done it to Duke. They've done it to Flint. On the figures, it's just crazy. The jaw is not articulated. So let's go ahead and swap this out and let's see what we got here. Oh, it's stiff. If you're curious, here is a look at that joint. Okay, here's a look at the alternate head on Timber's body. It's really nice. So the other option gone with the angry, dangerous wolf to more of the majestic timber. Pretty cool. I don't tell you that joint, that's really tight. It's hard to get off and on of the neck. And as you can see, timber can sit pretty nicely. It's really cool. Yeah, nice set. Highly recommend these. This is a very cool set. Timber's actually really awesome figure to have if you're a fan of the animal teams. So for price, I've seen varying prices on these. I think more the standard price was like $41.99. I've seen them from $35.99 to up to $54.99, and that was on Amazon. So you consider Amazon a secondary market, but I think the retail price for these was supposed to be like $42.99, about that. So if you're looking for these, so look around, you might be able to get a little cheaper, or you may pay even more, of course. But highly recommend them. They're a beautiful set. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you like this set and you like this review, don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Got lots of great stuff coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions, comments. If you guys have this set, if you're trying to get it. Hopefully you guys are finding all your G.I. Joe classified and defeating the scalpers, because it is very tough to get G.I. Joe classified right now. They are, I think, they're the most popular thing in the store right now. So, that's just like barbecue again. So, thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.